Hey guys, it's your brother in Christ, Weston. Thanks for joining me today. Today's article comes out of End Times headlines. Let's get into it. Okay, it says here Trump loses patience with Putin as 50,000 Russian troops prepare to cross the border and storm Ukraine's second largest city. Now, I am seeing multiple articles. I just saw an article over here. German chancellor lifts restrictions, allowing Ukraine to strike military positions deep inside Russia. That's today. The article I'm reading it right now is about Putin with the 50,000 troops was yesterday. And so it's obviously very clear that talks with peace are failing. And then we have something that's even ramping up with between Iran and Iran and Israel. And there are wars and rumors of wars on all fronts at this point. So let's read. It says, is any hope of peaceful resolution to the war in Ukraine about to slip away? President Trump just told the reporters that he's not happy with what Putin is doing. Meanwhile, approximately 50,000 Russian troops are positioned just across Ukraine's fortress city of Kharkiv. If I'm saying that right, sorry guys. A major offensive in the direction of Ukraine's second largest city would escalate the conflict to an entirely new level, and European leaders would go absolutely ballistic. So, what would President Trump do in such a scenario? Based on what he just told the press, it's clear that President Trump has lost patience with Vladimir Putin. Speaking to the reporters on the tarmac at Morristown, New Jersey, before he boarded the Air Force One and returned to Washington, D.C., Trump spoke about a range of topics as fielded questions ranging from tariffs to manufacturing goals to Russia Ukraine peace talks. I'm not happy with what Putin is doing. Trump said he's killing a lot of people, and I don't know what the hell happened to Putin. I've known him a long time. I've always gotten along with him, but he's sending rockets into cities and killing people, and I don't like it at all. We're in the middle of talking, and he's shooting rockets into Kiev and other cities. I don't like it at all, he said, adding, I don't like what Putin is doing, not even a little bit. He's killing people. Something happened to this guy, and I don't like it. I have never heard Trump talk this way about Putin. I haven't either. I mean, I don't obviously know Putin like that, but he supposedly knows Putin like that. But I can understand why Trump is so frustrated. We are supposed to be trying to find a way to end this war, but Russians just sent a massive wave of missiles and drones into Kiev. A massive Russian drone and missile attack targeted the Ukrainian capital of Kiev and other regions of the country for a second consecutive night, killing at least 12 people and injuring dozens. The scale of the onslaught was stunning. Russia hit Ukraine with 367 drones and missiles, making it the largest single attack of more than 3 years long war. Wow, I can't believe it's been that long. Since 2022. Holy smokes. Um, a spokesperson for Ukraine Air Force said, in all, Russia used 69 missiles of various types, 298 drones, including Iranian designed Shahed drones, he told the AP. I really wish that the Russians had not done this, but the Russians are steaming mad at Ukrainians because it appears they tried to blast Vladimir Putin's helicopter out of the sky, which I don't know if I did a video over that yesterday, um, but I saw it. Ukraine made an audacious bid to blast Putin's presidential helicopter out of the sky over Russian Kursk. So they're going to respond, obviously. Um, According to a report, Air Force Major General Yuri Dashkin said repeated military drone attacks were launched at the moment when Russian leader made a rare visit to close the war zone. A Putin trip to Kursk region was previously reported as taking place on May 20th. Dashkin said during the period when the president, Putin, was working in Kursk region, the enemy launched an unprecedented attack with unmanned aerial vehicles. The air defense group in this area destroyed 46 aircraft type Ukrainian military drones. If another country tried to do the similar thing to President Trump, we would be extremely upset too. Yeah, so I get it. They're going to attack back for that. Of course, the corporate news outlets in the United States have barely said anything about the attempt on Putin's life. Overall, it's being reported that Ukraine sent 764 drones into Russian territory between Tuesday and Friday. Yo, that's nuts. It comes as both sides of the conflict have claimed an increase in drone strikes. Moscow Foreign Ministry claiming that Ukrainian launched 764 drones into Russia between Tuesday and Friday of last week. On Saturday, Foreign Ministry Sergei Lavrov blamed some European nations led by UK, France, Germany, and EU leadership for the increased level of Ukrainian drones strikes on Russia. Maybe that's why this says German chancellor lifts restrictions allowing Ukraine to strike military deep inside of Russia. Maybe, I don't know. Sadly, if Russians, why can't both sides stop the drone attacks for a few weeks and give peace a chance? Sadly, if Russians send tens of thousands of troops toward Kharkiv, the chance for peace will probably be completely gone. If it is Ukraine's second largest city, and Sky's News is telling us that approximately 50,000 troops have been positioned across the border, I don't. I don't have too much to say on this because this just feels like something we need to know about. I don't think there's going to be peace. And if there is, it's after tons of bloodshed. And there's already been tons of bloodshed, but I'm talking like next to exhaustion of nations at this point. So who knows? Anyways, guys, that's the video. If you like the video, be sure to like the video. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.